What's up, Pikes Peak race news around the nation? It is Robbie here to give you guys the latest and greatest news for what's going on here, near, far, and abroad. What's up, everybody? I am still here in Guam, and I'm going to be here for a while. Hopefully getting back soon, but first things first, let's kick off with some of our sponsors, my sponsors, starting off with Tekno. All right, so those that have been wanting t-shirts, they are finally back in stock. They got the dark gray Haven, and the other color is like a bluish kind of grayish color. Awesome color. They have the old school Tekno kind of GI Joe style logo on there. Hey, check them out. They are on the website now. A couple sweaters on there as well too, the grays and the blacks. Check for your sizes. Well, hopefully those come back in stock. Unfortunately, the beanies are not in stock, but we got plenty of the trucker caps and the flat bill caps in stock. Go ahead, again, check them out at teknorc.com. Then we got Dialed RC. Gene is getting crazy. He is everywhere, driving everywhere, testing those tires, and guess what? He is bringing us another set for the truggy. So right now we have the V5 and the V7 for our truggy patterns. He's got one more set coming out here in June, hopefully. Pre-orders are already been done already. If not, go ahead, get with Gene, see if you can get on that list. And I want to say those are going to be the V3s that'll be out for the truggy. And there's plenty of styles and tread patterns for the buggy. I want to say there's over 12 plus in multiple compounds. All right, so go ahead, dialedrc.com. Then we go right into LFR Leadfingerracing.com. Chris Schaefer leading the way, and he's working on a new body. If you guys have not seen, it is a short course truck, and I hope to God he does make an 8 scale one, and it looks like the 10 scale one. So for all you guys that have been asking for the short course trucks, I'm gonna tell you right now, looking at the initial design and stuff like that, the clay setup, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a awesome looking body, no different from the other bodies. They're awesome in design. Many body styles to choose from for many of the major chassis manufacturers, to include the clear and tinted Lexan wings. All right, so you got some bodies for the 10 scale, but a lot for the 8 scale, to include the buggy and truggy. All right, so go ahead, check that out. LFR Leadfingerracing.com. Then we got Jen's Ace. All right, Jen's Ace. For a while, they've been sold out of the D1000 Charger, and Dell just, I want to say, I think it was Dell that just made a video saying that the Chargers are back in stock. And again, do not forget those batteries, those Jen's Ace batteries for you 8 scale guys. That 6000, that 6300, and that 7500. I'm going to tell you right now, those are my go-to batteries. I'm about to order another set to make sure my race season is completely flawless with the times going in and stuff like that, especially with my boys racing. All right, but again, the D1000 is in stock, and at the D1000 is not just style, they do got the iMars 300, so go ahead and check those out, to include all their other Jen's Ace batteries from the 2S to the 1S. I've raced every single genre within our old track racing, 12 scale, 10 scale, buggy and touring car, 12 scale again with the pan cars and stuff. And all my batteries that I've been going to have been the Jen's Aces. I'm gonna tell you right now, their customer service is phenomenal. They always answer their phone. They're always there to assist and help you if you have any problems or any concerns of your battery. So go ahead, contact them. Hey, they will help you in any way possible. Then we got Pro One Designs. Josh out there in California, still plugging away, making those custom parts for your vehicles. A lot of the S-Works and the Mugans and stuff like that. Hopefully he does some stuff for the Teknos. That's what I hear in the dark webs, I should say. But again, check out his awesome tool caddies, and I'll be on his site looking for what other new products are out there. All right, so on to the video. Here we go. And I got messages not too long ago, and what kicked it off, Jeremy topped it off. Jeremy's over there in Hawaii. I've been in contact, and he asked me, what do I use for a lot of my videos? And I know a couple of y'all been asking, and I was like, you know what? The only thing that I have been using for the last, I want to say almost 1.5 to 2 years now, has just been my phone, which we are currently on right now. I use the iPhone, and even my editing's done on there. So But I had to upgrade a little bit to the point where my camera's a lot farther away, and I'm sure I'll raise the volume up on this one, but and you couldn't hear me that well, so I ended up getting some mics, and my first set of mics I got from Amazon. Again, you get what you pay for, and it wasn't all that great. If you guys watched that one of those videos that I did, traveling with your RCs part 2, it was the audio was horrible. So I went ahead and picked up the DJI's, the mini mics right here. This connects straight to your cell phone. Obviously I don't have it connected, but it is the transmitter. It comes with 2 mics. They got the little magnets on them, so again, it just connects right there onto your shirt, and then you can also put it on like a necklace type deal thing. But this connects to your phone, and then you can have a mic that's connected to you, and then you can put a little mic on a stick or a paintbrush. I've seen a couple guys do that, and they go ahead and do their interviews. So that's what my whole goal is to get out there with the mic and get some clear, crisp sound for you guys. All right, so again, the DJI mini mics, right? And then I found myself upgrading on my camera gear as well too. So in a couple of my videos, I did a couple POVs where I'm driving my buggy and I'm following it around, and you know, I would like to use a GoPro, but that is way too heavy. All right, so I've been using my Ray-Ban Metas. The problem is they only record for like 3 minutes, but I do use them religiously, especially when I just did the V7 tire test on the Truggy, and I used them, and yeah, they were very, very great to use. And also they got a bunch of other features. I'm not going to get into them, but remember, there's certain aspect ratios, and you got to adjust that through your phone to make sure you get the full picture of the video. All right, so again, make sure you adjust your aspect ratio on your video editing and stuff. All right, next, I just recently picked this up. I want to thank Bert Manasala over there at Chronix Hobbies. Finally got to go visit him, hang out, and you know, catch up with things and stuff. Since I've been back, it's been hard to get over to the hobby shop, but I got the DJI Nano 3, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is awesome. Let me turn this on real quick and go ahead and see how this thing is awesome. It's a 4K video, and it just goes right in there, and you can disconnect it. You can disconnect this, and then you can turn it around. This can be separate from it, and I can just go ahead and look at everything on there. So it's actually pretty cool how this thing works. Also, it comes in a little bundle of things. It comes with the little necklace pendant that is magnified, so it connects right there, and then obviously you can hang that off your neck or whatnot. Also, it's got a hat clip, right? Connects via right there, connected on your hat. I tested it out already, and I love the POV on it, and I love it. It's great. It's very secure on your hat. Works really great, and I think you can probably attach this elsewhere on the buggy. I could probably try it on the wing or whatnot, as long as I don't wreck and ruin the camera, right? Then came with the little suction cup thing. Probably could stick that on the body as well too, and then you got your little charging cable. All right, but this camera is awesome. I heard overheating issues with it, but I've never had it overheat. But then again, depends where you're at, especially where I'm at right now. It's very tropical, it's very hot, it's very humid, and I can probably suspect this to get hot, but I have not experienced that yet, so I haven't used it enough. But once you get the app and stuff, it automatically transfers to your phone and to your saved photos, and then you can edit your videos from there. So again, a lot of my editing is done on the phone, so sometimes it takes a while to download. All right, then we get into the big boy stuff. I started looking into cameras. I gave my other camera outfit, my Sony 6400, to my son, and it's an APC camera, but I wanted to get another camera, you know, full frame camera, and went ahead and got the Sony, and I have the A7 III. Now I'm in lieu of looking for a A7 IV right now, only because the A7 IV, the screen flips out this way, so that way when I use this for videos or vlogging or whatnot, and I'm not using the DJI, because the DJI has got a very wide screen. Now with this lens that I got on here, and you can change your lenses however you want, but with this specific lens, I got a 50mm on here, and it gets that just me, that portrait style picture and video of just me, and it kind of blurs out everything in the background. So depending on where I'm at and what the setting I want to be, but most cases, again, when I'm in my little workshop, my basement and stuff, I want everybody to see the full view of everything. All right. Again, this is probably your most expensive thing. You don't have to get this. There are other cameras out there. I want to say there's a Sony ZV-E10 that's out there. You can use the other Sonys as well too, the APS-C cameras. Again, those are that's their style frame, a smaller frame than this. But yes, when you start getting into this, but I wanted this to take pictures and expand my the page a little bit, as far as getting into the drivers, taking pictures of them close up, getting the vehicles in action, so on and so forth. And that's what I got this for, so I can start adding that to the page of all our local drivers and wherever I go racing and stuff. So yes, that is a very good handy tool. But again, you start looking, especially for the full frame cameras, especially Sony's. This current body right now is still selling for over $1,000. The A7 IV that I want is a little over $2K. This looking between $1,800, $1,600 right now still. Even though this model came out in 2019, the A7 IV came out in, I want to say 2021, and then the newest one being the A7 V. And there's other models in between there that coincide with the A7 III and the A7 IV itself. You got your compact, you got your S, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to get into those, but I use the A7 III. And the reason why I got this is my brother showed me some awesome footage of him videoing the car, the red Porsche, and it's just the cinematics on it were just great. And he's got a full rig, and you can outfit these to look like a full cinema camera. All right, so again, I want to thank Bert for helping me in deciding on the Nano, and then talking with my brother Gil to include Charles C4 and Ben here in Guam, making sure that I got what I needed for my camera outfit. Now, Charles suggested that I get the A7C M2, and probably look into that as well right now. Those are still way up there in price. And I gotta remember, I'm not a professional photographer, okay? I'm gonna put some pictures at the end of this video, but no pro photographer. I would say I hold my own, but again, that's learning from everybody, learning the ISO, learning the aperture, and learning the shutter speed and stuff. So again, there's a lot that goes into the camera rather than just click and shoot. All right, so I want to get that most quality of a picture, and these are what I use for my video, vlogging, pictures, so on and so forth. All right, so I have not sent anything out on the camera yet, let alone not with this, but I have been using the DJI mic and my glasses. They've been a big plus added to my little arsenal here of doing my little videos, and hopefully I'm trying to get you guys much more better quality footage and areas of where I'm at, i.e. using the Osmo or taking pictures and stuff. All right, so that is it, everybody. I am Robbie with the Pikes Peak RC Race News around the nation. I hope you guys take care. I will see you guys soon. Don't forget, do not forget, this coming March, pretty much Colorado is opening up. Graham is already, I want to say he's already done practices and stuff. He's getting ready for another race, for another club race over there at LRC. Also, don't forget, put it in your calendar, TNR is coming up over here in Black Forest in Colorado Springs. Hey, that's going to be an awesome event. The flyer's already out. If you go to TNR Raceway on the Facebook, you'll see the flyer there. I'll try to locate the flyer, and I'll go ahead and post it to the Pikes Peak RC group page. And yeah, also don't forget Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies, Faster Laps. He's already continuing doing his mini Z racing. I'll get with him, seeing when he's going to do some 8-scale racing. Again, that's what Faster Laps is focused on, mini Z and 8-scale racing, depending on what the season is. Cole is racing everything, anything and everything right now, and it looks like he is starting work on the basement, trying to get that full scale track for you guys to race 110 scale. All right, so that's the buggies, i.e. probably the VTAs, to include maybe the LM cars, not touring cars because it's a little bit too quick, but probably the LM cars at a 25.5, keeping it within that spec. It should be great. All right. Again, I am Robbie with the Pikes Peak RC Race News around the nation. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.